can I go with the person I'm dating before it becomes sin?
Babe, that is the wrong question. When you set up we can go this far but no further, you are just setting yourselves up for a cliff that you're going to fall right over. You will fall right over, because it is human nature to want to go right up to that line and then see what happens when you push past it. Look at the example of Eve in the garden. God said, any tree but that one. And she said, but really? Right? You guys are setting yourselves up for failure when you say, okay, everything but. The real question that you need to be asking yourselves is, how are our actions honoring God in this moment? How are our actions and our behaviors in this relationship glorifying God? Is what we are doing glorifying to Him? Would He be honored with our behavior in this moment? And the guardrails that you need to be establishing for yourselves are things like not being in each other's spaces in your apartment, in the house, wherever you live, after like midnight. Nobody makes good choices after midnight, right? Not once in my lifetime have I made a good decision after midnight. All right. And so don't be with each other after midnight. You know, like at least unsupervised. If you're out with a group, cool. But like, don't be alone in a room, because then you're going to walk right up to that line and you're going to say, we'll be fine. And then what happens? And just because he has a high desire for sex doesn't mean it's healthy for him to be acting on that desire at this point in time. Let that sink in. Dog whining for emphasis, okay? Just because I am accused daily of having a high desire for food and told all the time that I need to not act on that desire all the time. Just because we have a desire for something does not mean that we should be acting on it. And sexual touch is like candy. The more you have of it, the more you want. The more you consume it, the more you're going to need to feel satisfied and satiated. Just because he has a high desire for it does not mean that he ought to be satisfying that desire until he is married. Self-control is a fruit of the Spirit. I'm going to suggest that you guys take some time and really focus on, how are we honoring God in this relationship? Make good choices.